Hello, and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Valley by Night River City, our Vampire 5th Edition actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me tonight is Rappy playing Iola, Eric playing Kyle, Jeremy playing Egidio, Duba playing Walter, and Sarah playing Emma. And we're getting a little late start. We had massive technical difficulties.
Yeah.
That, I didn't realize till we were already running late.
We turned it on and off again. We're good.
Classic solution.
It was bad enough it took multiple turning, though.
Cameras were involved.
All right. Who remembers where we left off last week?
Not everyone at once.
Driving across borders.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. We'll start at the beginning. Police came and looked in the mall and the Dead Men's for explosives.
Yep.
Didn't find any because we already got that taken care of.
Very
My
good.
brain is a cookie here. Come on.
It's rising.
Kyle took that very personally.
Yeah.
Kyle said, and I took that personally.
We used some reconnaissance via birds. And Kyle's like, no, I'm going to go take care of this. So we all let him take care of it, and then we're like, so we're giving him 5 minutes and then following him, and
Correct.
then followed. And he's over there attempting not to get his butt kicked by the ghoul and apparently one of the cam's best fighters, from what I understand.
Oh, one of the better ones for sure.
And we are being tailed by someone. Oh, well, no. Egidio and Walter tucked and rolled out of the car.
Yep.
Emma is still, and Iola are still in the car being tailed by somebody with no lights on. And that's where we left off.
Very good. Very good.
Sounds about right, yeah.
And fairly concise.
I think there was a gunshot, and then we're like, and we'll be back next week.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
All right. So yes, Emma had broke line of sight with her pursuers just long enough for our two stealthy boys to roll out.
Like, tuck and roll. Or don't, you're undead. Go for it.
Twist your leg, just pop it back into place.
Road rash means nothing to a vampire.
Especially to a Nos, let's be real.
Yeah. Might be more into Egidio.
And she was like, the gold embroidery on this outfit is ruined now.
It'll be fine.
All right. So y'all hit the ground, y'all roll, your doors. Just the moment of the car slams your doors back shut. And then just moments later, the car following comes around the corner. Are either one of y'all going to harass the vehicle anyway?
Are they turning the corner towards us?
They're following Emma.
Okay.
So y'all have ducked and rolled and are like, on either side of the street basically as it turned the same way Emma did.
Can I get a pot shot at a tire?
Did we establish how many people were in the vehicle at all either? Because I know we were looking back at it. Or
No.
Egidio was definitely looking back at it.
Because Egidio was the one that spotted it.
Yeah. Was there at least two people in the front?
The windows were tinted, you couldn't really tell.
Okay. Then yeah, Egidio will take a pot shot at like one of the tires.
They're obfuscated and driving.
Yep. The obfuscation's coming from inside the house.
We established it's at least possibly a Nos driving.
Alright. And I will fire.
Now I'm going to say that you're going to need 3 successes.
Okay.
Because this is literally you're still rolling as it comes visible, and then you're coming up and trying to shoot. So 3 difficulty 3.
Alrighty. I will browse check to blood surge my dexterity then.
Okay.
I'm good.
You do not get hungry or thirsty.
That is 4 successes.
I always perk up when I see the little green
Yeah,
come
me
up with
too.
roll 20, and then I look down at the hunger dice and there's nothing there. It's like, ah.
And
So 4 successes. So you definitely shoot the back tire.
then as I shoot the back tire, intending to collapse it, stop it from going as fast, and then knowing that that's loud, I'm going to then you know immediately leave.
Now, does making that kind of noise disrupt your stealth at all?
No.
Because I know what you've got is not exactly obfuscation.
It's not. It's no. It's not complete invisibility. It's just it's dark and and I'm clinging to shadows anyway.
Okay.
So I can fire, run, and then run and not be in the general area where the gun went off. That is Egidio's intention this round.
All right, but you can potentially be spotted.
Sure.
You've just got bonuses to it, so.
I've got a lot of bonuses.
So at least one of the guys in the car, as soon as that, gun goes off, is gonna be looking out the window at you, or trying to look at you.
I was gonna say, we could make it a roll.
Yes. Oh, it's absolutely gonna be a roll.
Hell yeah! I like this roll. This is
So,
this is you're playing in my territory.
I realize.
Did we say the blood surge was a one-time use?
I remember
was
us
it per
having that
scene?
conversation.
I think it's per scene.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
I have more dice then.
Let's see. Wits of 4.
8 successes.
Awareness of 2.
I created 2.
Oh yeah, all specs. All specs could be. Okay, but only the first level of all specs, so.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna help you. Oh wait, but you're not
Generally-
the unseen though.
Yeah. I'm not unseen. I'm just really good at being hiding.
Okay, that and they can add their.
It's I like to think of it as a sorcerer versus wizard debate of the Nosferatu are just naturally good at hiding that they become invisible. But Egidio the wizard has to work really hard at it.
Okay, he only got 4 successes, so.
Well under
And you said you got
8 on a crit.
no, it's 10. Each of those 10s will count as 2. I think.
You're right.
6.
It's 10. I
Wait,
did count
6.
that wrong.
No, you're right because one of the 2 the 10 count adds gets counted into that number. Roll 20. So yeah, 2 additional 8. Irregardless, you definitely beat him.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what. Oh, that was a success, not a crit on the hunger die. Never mind. So yeah, you see somebody press up against the glass, but they don't act like they see you as you slip back between a couple of houses. Well, Walter, are you doing anything? The car is not stopping, but it is starting to slow down.
Honestly, at this point, with Egidio already taking some pop shots, he's more concerned about getting to Kyle. And so he'll just, of course, since he's not trying to make any noise, just soaring leap, just head in that direction.
Okay. So nobody
I like to
sees
think
you
of
as
it
you
as
hop
like
off.
I like to see it. I like to think of it as like the Hulk, where the Hulk just like does a bunch of leaps.
Bas- Basically. Or if you play small lands and you happen to ride a grasshopper, it's kind of like that. And until you find the water.
And then it's just death.
Oh, don't worry. I also that happened, by the way. You should have known that was coming.
Good times, good times.
But just
All right, so Emma and Iola in the car. You hear the gunshot. You see the tire blow out, and you see them, jerk a little bit. They're still coming, but obviously it's slowing the car down some.
What I wanted.
She's gonna well, while driving, pulls out phone. I'm going to circle. Let me know if you guys need backup, or if you guys. I'm circling. Let me know when you guys need picked up.
Are you doing the text to speech?
Probably. It's just a lot of second and then followed with like she just types it out like let me know when you need picked up.
She's texting while driving. Emma's a horrible person.
I like to think
It's
of it
like
as
2 in the morning and one car is following her. She's fine.
Everybody who texts and drives has their excuse for why it's perfectly safe for them to do it.
If she gets in a crash, she's already dead. So
That doesn't help the other person.
I like to think the text
the other
message
people
was like.
behind her are dead.
I like to think the text message was like, I'm circling shit fuck around, and then you stop. Let me know when you get.
I'm circling the. What the fuck did you shoot a tire out for? Pretty close to something like that.
Yep.
Now, if those text to speeches report to somebody, wouldn't that be interesting?
Indeed.
See, I spilled a little water. All right. Possibly on my keyboard. So where are you driving to exactly, Emma?
They know where the house is. She's just kind of circling, keeping an eye out for any additional cars, because Iola's vision mentioned additional cars. So.
Mm-hmm. I think she
She
saw
doesn't wanna-
2 or 3, I forget exactly, pulling up to the house.
If she can distract the other cars for a few minutes long enough to let the others get out and then maybe regroup somewhere, she's going to try that method for now. If
Okay.
she needs to, drive a car through a wall or something, she'll do that too. She's keeping her options open for right now.
Why are your characters always so rough on their cars?
Why is she also the only one that usually has a vehicle that carries around everybody?
Character bleed.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, then the last Vampires game, didn't Blackjack have a truck that we also hopped into?
Yeah. But it was more of a recreational truck, or not recreational. What's the word?
Agricultural.
Agricultural truck. Yeah, he used it for work.
The farm truck.
Modeled after my
Augie just got the
grandpa's.
hell beat out of him.
Took me a second to remember what Augie was.
Yep. The car is the 6th character.
I was like, I had one like that in the werewolf game. We literally drove it to the apocalypse. We awoke it in its spirit and everything. Set in Louisiana, it sounded like an old jazz musician.
Amazing.
The DM was from Louisiana, so it kind of worked.
It wasn't that hard.
It was in the same area, so.
It bled all the different Armageddons from all the different games together. So we drive by one valley. Oh look, that looks like 2 really old vampires fighting. Oh.
Not our business.
Nope. We had to go meet up with some hunters and some Kaijin or whatever the Eastern guys are called.
Quaijin.
Quaijin, thank you. Yeah, back to on point though.
Back to this apocalypse.
All right, so you're continuing to drive towards the house and look at other vehicles that you might be able to slow down.
Yep. Just trying to keep moving in case she needs to pick him up.
Meanwhile, in the house, the lieutenant the ghoul is freaking out.
Yeah.
And Miss Glass,
It's also freaking out.
is it Jayla or Jalen? Terrible handwriting. I think it's Jalen. She is positioning herself between, oh well, y'all have had a couple exchanges, and she's kind of trying to keep herself between you and the ghoul.
Yeah, he's gonna try to go for the ghoul still. He wants him gone.
All right. Well, he's trying to dodge, and she's running interference. Well, she's attacking you.
I succeed on my rouse checks. I'm gonna add 2 more to my strength.
I think she's gonna rouse hers as well.
Let's get ready to rumble.
She gets hungry. Let's see. How much does she get for rousing?
Oh, she's older.
Oh dear.
Would that be on the blood
Kinda about to go
potency
beat up an old
chart?
lady.
Or get
Still
beat
the
up by an
elder.
old lady.
Because what is y'all's blood potency?
1.
1.
Okay, I think this chart's the old chart because it just adds 1 die, but they changed that, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were like, that's not fun, actually.
Well, it's not useful. What did they change it to?
It's 2.
2 dice. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh, no.
1,
boy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So she got 9 total.
I got 13.
Well, she didn't do bad.
Yeah.
Jesus.
First game was practice, and now he's min-maxed this character.
Yeah, I got a buddy that's like that. Used to be like that with Pathfinder.
You might have to with Pathfinder.
You're doing 50 points of damage per shot with an archer by 5th level? Interesting. Oh, and you don't want to swap to another game. Go figure.
Yeah.
That's different.
I got 3 10s in there on my regular dice, so
Yeah.
hence the 13.
Appropriate.
Yeah. So that leaves me with 4 left.
And the lieutenant, yes, that leaves you with 4 successes. The lieutenant got 4 on his scrambling out of the way.
All right.
Uh,
So meets it, because with so that's an extra 3 damage because of the stuff I have active.
yeah, the claws or whatever, or feral weapons.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 3 points of damage to the ghoul.
Mhm.
And I don't think you had actually injured him.
No, he'd been trying.
Yeah, I had not. Also, as a point of order, we did talk about how ghouls are technically considered mortal still.
Yes.
So,
And the fact that he's got the first rank of fortitude, which
yes,
just means he has
so
like 1 extra health level. It's not a big
Yeah,
thing.
with my level 1 potence ability, this goes straight to aggravated. Bypass superficial entirely.
And we said it was how much damage?
3.
3. Alright. Yeah, he screams bloody murder.
You go somewhere. Oh, I hear that.
He's that way.
Almost lost the way.
Just picture JD like unintentionally walking the wrong way. Here's a scream. Nope, left.
Walter, you land across the street from the house that you're heading towards. Uh, turns out leaping, you're basically traveling as the crow flies, straight lining it.
Yeah.
You're able to get there a lot quicker.
Plus, the GDO's also taking a securities route.
You hear growling and fighting. You hear the ghoul scream out. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily know it's him. You hear somebody scream. What was the lieutenant's name? No, I wrote it down.
You did. For some reason, part of me wants to say it's Campbell was part of the name. I could be wrong.
I don't write the names of future dead people.
Well, when I named him, you didn't know y'all were going after him.
We had a hunch.
Gee, I wonder what that hunch was.
It couldn't be the one that gets pissed off every time.
Every time somebody looks at his bar funny.
Yep.
Somebody looks at the bar funny, he
keep
gets
doing it.
mad. Somebody suicide bombs the bar, he gets mad. Somebody plants explosives in the bar, he gets mad. Somebody investigates those explosives, he gets mad.
And that's how his bar became a neutral zone.
We don't typically have Elysiums, but we made an exception.
But anyway, Walter, you land. You hear that. You land. You look up across the street. There's a house. The window's busted in. The curtains are flapping. You can't quite tell what's going on inside the house yet. But standing on the outside in front of the window is a wolf.
Okay.
Forbidding cuddles.
I mean, Walter right now is somewhat trying to understand. It's like, I have a feeling I found the correct place. However, there is now a new predicament. Yeah, no, he's going to, as cautiously as he can, get closer to the house and hopefully not alert the wolf to his presence.
For no reason at all, just out of curiosity, what is your humanity?
Ooh.
No reason.
Please hold.
So what I'm hearing is I'm so focused on this fight, shenaniganry's about to happen.
Yeah.
Nothing that I haven't already described to you is inside the house with you.
Fair.
Inside.
Fair.
Yet.
Yet, yeah.
Soon, PM.
If I didn't do any screwing up in creation and all that, I have a 7. And I have yet to do anything stupid to damage it.
What's your hunting style?
Sandman.
Okay. I know there's some hunting styles you start as 1 humanity lower.
Alright, so when you land, Wolfie looks around. Because your leaping does not affect, I don't think, your...
My obfuscation, it
Yeah.
shouldn't as long as I'm not being overly loud.
How much noise does a falling bag of human-sized Doritos make?
Yeah, if you would look, if somebody could look that up. What breaks the obfuscation?
Jumping like that.
Okay. Now, I know making too much noise does, and you're probably going to land fairly.
Because I know we had to talk about that last game, because you, Josh, actually took that power on Alexander too.
Oh
And we had
yeah.
this exact same conversation when we were finding that mage.
Which power?
Sorry.
Um,
It
the obfuscate thing, and his leaping from prowess, or not prowess, potence.
Is it
Yeah.
Unseen Passage?
Yes.
Unseen Passage. With its power, Vampire can move around while staying hidden. Users functionally invisible per usual obfuscate system. As long as the user emits no overpowering odors, no sound louder than a whisper, this power automatically works. Only if the observer has their attention drawn to the user can they make a detection roll. Sense the Unseen can also detect the hidden vampire per the general obfuscation. Note they can't use this power to disappear while being actively observed. Automatically fails if so.
Okay. Well, yeah, his shoes slamming down on the sidewalk across the street, that's going to be enough noise to be louder than a whisper for sure. Let's see.
Just stand really still. Their hunting is based off movement.
And scent.
No dinosaurs?
Actually, Velociraptor wearing a wolf costume. Oh lord.
Oh no!
It's the Velocipaster. If you've ever seen that movie.
Oh god, I've seen bits and pieces, and I want to watch it just because it looks so
Stupid.
horrible.
Makes me wonder, could a gangrel actually transform into a velociraptor?
Probably not.
Please.
There's some Mokalai that can. Or Mokalei, how you say it.
That's true, yeah. Their form.
Oh.
Don't get ideas.
If you're still close onto that page, say, he does have one other ability I think that should help, Silence of Death. This
Nullifies all sound made by them with other obfuscate powers. Only works with some people within earshot. Does not fool microphones. It may. User silences their footsteps, clothing, minor collisions, other sounds of their person.
Minor sounds.
It does not eliminate sounds the user makes outside of their personal space. Throwing or dropping objects or slamming doors.
I know that.
So
I know it's
technically,
splitting
movement
hairs.
makes no sound,
Yes,
and
but
Technically.
landing would be in your personal space.
it would
Yeah.
be technically because if I landed on top of him or at least very close to him, that's different. But me being X amount of feet, unless he's got heightened senses active, I would imagine the sound of me landing is still in a personal zone. But that's why I brought it up. But again, that's 100% your
Give me a
Go ahead,
stealth
Red.
roll.
sure.
Only works on the sense of hearing.
Because we are dealing with
Stealth.
something with some enhanced senses.
Okay.
As a vampire needs to make a lot of noise to break this silence. I'll stop talking now.
No, you're good. What is it? Dexterity? Or we're using something else?
I think it
Or
is
just
probably
straight
dexterity stealth.
If you're rolling versus auspics, let's say, it was your. Was it your stealth plus your obfuscation, or was it
Obfuscate.
the stat plus your obfuscation?
Obfuscate.
It was stealth versus like the class. Because they would use like auspex plus whatever.
Okay.
Well, for obfuscate, it seems to be wits and the discipline. That's why I'm just like.
Okay. Roll your wits and you discipline it.
Okay. So let me cancel that. Hopefully I've done this correctly and this won't be weird. And go. Oh, no modifiers, just go.
No, just one.
A vampire with sense unseen can detect obfuscated by rolling wits or resolved aspects versus the character's wits obfuscate. So yeah.
All right, the wolf's head whips around and locks on you, Walter.
Oh boy.
Uh, you land, the head whips around, and you get that dog-like head tilt for a second, and then its hackles rise and it starts kind of growling and walking across the yard towards you.
Now, of course, his natural reaction is, as many people doing that gesture of like, calm down. It's like, I have no qualm with you.
Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy?
He is not doing that whatsoever. He knows better.
What a pretty dog.
Who's
I'm
a
gonna
good
die petting.
puppy?
I'm gonna die petting something I shouldn't.
That would be Emma.
Yeah, no, like Walter's initial thing as is like growling. He's like doing that gesture, like calm down. And he's trying to give the even though he's hulking, it's just trying to get he's trying to get the presence of hold on a minute.
This huge towering figure, almost as broad as he is wide, trying to be non-threatening.
Which is practically non-existent.
You gotta hit jerk.
Important thing to point out: this is not the wolf you saw other day or other night.
Walter wasn't there to see the other wolf.
Oh, was he not? Oh, wait.
No,
Was
he was not.
That's
No.
right. Never mind.
He was,
Never mind.
He was
So
doing nos things.
So to Walter, it's just a wolf. So he's just like, well.
It's a good-sized wolf, but within natural proportions.
So it's
Like-
smaller.
So smaller than the one that was that your buddies described to you.
Oh wait, this is quadrupedal.
they
like-
were both
oh.
quadrupedal.
No, I mean like this particular entity is quadrupedal.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
picturing bipedal.
Oh no. It's.
Uh huh.
I said
Is it-
wolf. I didn't say
is it-
werewolf.
Uh huh.
He did say wolf.
He did. Yeah, he said wolf, but I mean, I'm gonna fill in that where until I'm proven otherwise.
The were gazebo wolf.
Meanwhile, inside the house, Kyle, give me a wits awareness right quick. I better roll one for Miss Glass.
Sure.
We won't bother rolling one for the lieutenant. He is otherwise occupied, distracted.
Would scent play into this?
Scent. Ooh,
Yeah.
would scent play into this?
If it's
'Cause
a
I was
wolf,
thinking
it could
more
be
about you
pheromones.
hearing the growling, but it was standing by an open window. Sure, go ahead and count. Go ahead and count that again.
Okay. 4 successes.
All right. You needed 2, so Miss
Cool.
Glass is completely oblivious to anything going on
Which
outside.
means this did not trigger.
Yeah, you're in the middle of a fight. I don't know how that would. Ooh, no, I do know how that would have triggered. Anyway,
Yeah.
Go pet the wolf.
you catch the growl from outside the window, which kind of catches your attention, and then you realize you're smelling wolf.
Okay. Cool.
Was it wolf or the coyote? No, it wouldn't be coyote.
No.
No, Walter would know the
Definitely
difference between a
described as a
wolf and a
wolf.
coyote.
I just figured it might have been Sammy, so I was just double checking.
Coyote's a very different
Yeah, but
quadrupedal creature.
About to say, or is it Sammy just looking like a wolf?
Sammy just bulked up.
It's a coyote in wolf's clothing.
Had some protein bars.
I mean, the thing with were coyotes though, always prank the worm. So who knows?
But anyway, you hear that, and catch
Okay.
a whiff of it.
Cool. Still going for the ghoul.
Man, it's
Perfect.
focused.
I respect it. The man is about one thing, and if you mess up that one thing,
I came here to chew bubblegum and kick butt, I'm still chewing this bubblegum, alright?
Yep.
All right, the
I'm
lieutenant is going to try to shoot you.
Cool.
The vampire, Miss Glass, she's no longer going defensive so much. She's just trying to lay into you.
Neat.
So I'll roll her attacks after you resolve your attack on the. Well, after you and the lieutenant resolve your attacks.
Okay.
So he's backing away from you, trying to shoot. Yeah, you got 3 successes. Something very good or very bad happened. I can tell from the expression.
4 criticals?
Are any of them on the hunger dice?
No.
Drat.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
All right, you have mauled this guy pretty good.
So you decapitate the ghoul.
Let's say it's 12 plus 3,
Yeah, it's gonna be.
subtracting whatever successes he's got, and it autos to aggravated because he's mortal.
He had 3. He had 3 successes.
So that reduces it to 9, back up to 12. So 12 aggravated damage.
Yeah. You pretty well
very
got him.
good.
Or tear his throat out, or whatever you want to do. But now she gets to attack you.
Cool.
And this is all happening simultaneous, so you've pretty well taken your action.
Sure.
So she gets 1, 2, 3. Only 4. That's a pretty lousy roll for her.
Okay.
The grief.
Yeah.
So
I would say
4.
add the +2, but my toughness would negate that.
For the murder hands.
Yeah. So I mean, granted, it's not halved, so I take 4 super.
Yeah, it is. It is 4. Yeah, 4 damage.
But so yeah, that's half my superficial health track in one exchange. But also, toughness negates the bonus that she gets for feral weapons.
Yeah. So yeah, she claws into your back pretty good.
Okay.
All right. Egidio, what are you doing?
Taking the securities route around. Eventually, I will see this wolf and be like, my humanity 7. Want to put that out there as I'm getting there. And I'm gonna like sidestep away. I'm gonna be like, you got that, buddy. And I'm gonna go the long way around. And
All right, so you have to go the long way around the car that you just shot.
oh, it parked.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I did say it was driving off, just slower.
Yeah.
So you have to wait a moment for it to get away, and then you just cross the street.
All right.
But your walking is not as fast as his jumping, so.
Sure. I have something stupid that I want to bring to the table.
Have this milk bone.
What are you bringing to the
It's a
table?
C4.
I have pocket bacon.
It's a C4.
Oh my lord.
No, I'm not going to do that right now. I will consider it. Egidio will see the open like driveway and be like, because he's aware that wow, holy shit, names. Rabbi's character.
Iola?
Iola.
Iola?
Jesus Christ.
I tried to do the real life like Robin Hood like meme. Not sure how well it worked.
He's aware of Iola's vision, right? Of like other cars coming to jump.
I
Yeah,
don't remember how much detail Iola gave. I'm sorry, go ahead,
I
Abby.
think Iola did say something and was ready to run. But
I think
yeah.
this kind of made us all like, well, time to go get our idiot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so he's going to see that and like kind of just keep it in mind, just in case there are other cars that pull up. But for now, staying, getting as close to the windows as he can without the wolf spotting him.
All right.
Which would truly take probably up the entire turn.
Emma and Iola in the car. You've basically driven like past, a street or so over past where, the house would be. Like you're looping around. You see two more cars with their lights off coming down the road.
Jeez.
Like you coming to a stop sign, and they're coming across the other way, like they're heading down towards the house. They are not coming up behind you.
She's putting in the chat 2 car emojis and then like the little poof of smoke, like, we gotta go, guys.
Nobody's checking their phones right now.
She's still putting it out there. She doesn't know they're dealing with a wolf.
You get it. There's a text back at the group chat that's just a dog emoji.
He's gonna start circling back to the house.
Following behind these
Isn't-
cars?
Sure. At a distance. Maybe she'll remember to turn off her lights too.
Give me a
Turns the blinker on.
wits drive.
She just has the flashers on the whole way there.
Everybody in the cars notice.
Gonna keep a distance, but yeah. 1 second, I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's just wits. I need to. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Been
right. You
saying
don't
that
have
for
drive.
several sessions.
I know, but I'm saving it up for something else.
Yeah, well.
Maybe I gotta be more proactive. 2?
One of the cars starts slowing down.
If she notices it slowing down, like noticing her slowing down, or just like slowing down like it's lost?
Like the other car is definitely pulling away from it. The front car is pulling away from it. The back car is like slow, slowing down, which is causing you to either slow down or get closer to it.
She's gonna turn if she can, like at the next street. She's
Okay.
Yeah. Just like I'll loop around, but looks already. So there's apparently a dog or a wolf or something. Did you see anything about that in your vision by chance?
What do you know about a wolf or a dog?
Egidio put dog back.
Oh,
the
that's
dog
right. That's
in
right.
the group chat.
Yep.
Rappy.
Yes.
Just asked you a question.
Oh, what was the question?
Yeah, she was asking if her vision had anything about a wolf or a dog.
Did my vision have anything about a wolf or a dog?
Nope.
Then no.
You just saw the house with the busted out window and the cars.
And cars pulling up, people coming out of the cars.
Well, check your messages. There's apparently a wolf or a dog. So, do you want to keep riding this car? Because it looks like we've either they're gonna slow down and keep going, or they're gonna follow us. Either jump or keep in here.
Let's jump and then loop around if
Oh,
they continue to follow us.
I'm not jumping from the car. One of us has to have a quick getaway.
No, like what she meant to say was like, you're gonna like turn right and see if they're gonna keep going straight, or do we go straight towards the house, right?
Well, they are ahead of. They are in front of you.
Okay, let's go. Let's follow them, see where they go. And then
Y'all were
we'll go
following
towards
them,
the
and
house.
one of the cars started slowing down, letting the other one get ahead of it, and it's slowing down. Like y'all would have to slow down or get closer to it.
It noticed we were following them. and she turned on like a side street that came up.
Okay.
Do you want to stay in the car or do you want to get out and head to the house? Because one of us, I'm gonna stay in the car because, you know, I
Yeah.
can swing by
she'll
and you all can jump on the roof or something for all I care, and we can get the hell out of here.
probably get out, and then the moment like she knows she's not being watched, she'll head to the house.
All right.
All right, so you take the turn. As soon as you turn down the street. As soon as the house blocks your line of sight, Iola bells out. I mean, you probably slow down enough that she probably didn't have to tuck and roll quite as much as Walter and GDO did.
Yeah. They're not following right now, so.
And then, Rab, you said Iola's gonna head to the house.
Yeah, in like the shadows.
Okay, you're cutting through backyards and stuff.
And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna activate Sense the Unseen.
Okay.
So.
All right, then we cut back to the house. Walter, give me a wits awareness. You need 2 successes.
Somewhere Emma's just like, there's a dog I could be petting. I feel this.
And then next time you see Shiloh, he's sniffing and giving you this hurt look.
How about max?
Oh.
How about max successes of 4?
That'll work. Man. You're calming the dog down, and you think you hear something, and you look up, and coming down the road, down like at the next stop sign or a little past there, you only spot them because they're passing under a street light as you look up. But you see 2 cars with their lights turned off heading your direction.
Oh yeah, no. Walter's cursing under his breath, trying to think of what he needs to do at this moment. knowing the current situation. Oh God.
Your cat's
If
dark
he-
enough I can't see it sitting in your lap. It just looks like you're rubbing your belly or something when you're petting it.
Yeah.
He's rubbing his belly like, this is what I'm gonna do.
If the dog is calm enough, he's going to try to get past it and get to the house because he knows that Kyle's probably not going to answer a cell phone call right now. So the next best thing he's got is to physically get to him and be like, "You need to leave now."
So when you look, you look up, you see the car. When you look back at the dog, or the wolf rather, you see where the wolf has looked the same direction you're looking, and then it looks at you, and then it looks back at the cars, and then it starts. It's facing you, but it's backing up towards the house.
Same hat. Same hat.
Basically, if it starts to back up, he's going to gesture to it like he's going to kind of follow, or at least head that same direction.
As soon as you try to take a step forward, it growls louder.
You just hear Walter going, "Hey, you damn son of a bitch." Because the last thing Walter wants right now.
Saying that to what could potentially be aware, though.
Not wrong though.
There's
Technically.
layers here. There's layers.
Oh no, there's multiple layers because Walter wants to bolt past, but he knows that if he does something stupid, this wolf or whichever it could be has potential to jump on his giant self and start mauling him, and it might be hard for him to get the damn thing off.
Well, it seems to have heard you calling it names.
This will go well.
It stands up straighter, throws back its head and howls.
Motherfucker.
Driving her car with the windows
Saying
down.
things.
As Emma Emma.
All of
this-
you hear the howl.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Is that what they call the howling?
Unless you're in
Random
40K.
dogs in backyards just howling too.
Is it like straight out of a B movie howl?
Yes.
Question: does it look like my opponent also hears that?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Once that howl has been let loose, Walter realizes, well, this is about to get worse. And he, in what way? His immediate thought is he knows that as loud as that was, everyone had to have heard it. But the better question is he don't know what's about to happen, so he's panicking in his own mind of should I still get to Kyle or should I literally just hop away
Does
and get
that,
to some type of safety?
I'm not. I'm kind of there, but I'm not there. Does that alert the cars without their headlights? Do they fuck off?
You hear their engines rev, and they like double their speed and just run that last stop sign.
I see.
Is there anything
The
following
opposite
me?
of that.
No, nothing is following you.
Fantastic. She's gonna start back on her way towards the house. A little faster. She will not run the stop signs.
I will ask this. At this point, if I was to soaring leap myself towards the house, either to bust down the door or window, whatever is the easiest object to get to,
There's no up attacks here, so you can kind of just do it. Not to say the wolf couldn't do anything, but you can just do it or leap the other way. It's up to you.
Just do it.
All right. If you're trying to leap and land on the porch, or like right in front of because the porch has got a roof on it, but like right in front, you're not going to get that high. The wolf's going to get a chance to jump up at you. It's going to be basically like an opposed roll.
Grabs Walter, shakes him like a dog toy.
you know what? This man
Think you're rid
also
of chew toys.
This man has also came on a mission and has one objective in mind. Get to his idiotic boss right the fuck now. So
I don't work for him.
no, he don't work for him. We work with him, but at this point, he's the one that has more employees and underlings, so you might as well call him the boss. But anyway, he's just going to say, F it, just go.
All right.
Storing leak past. So whatever we got to roll in comparison.
All right. You give me a Dex Athletics.
Oh,
Okay.
those are great rolls for you.
Somewhat.
I'm making a joke.
Hey,
I know.
at least
Dex
it's
isn't
not
great for you.
drive.
All right, that's his strength.
Unfortunately, I only got 2, and I can't re-roll even if I wanted. Ooh, excuse me.
Let's see, and we said potence doesn't add dice.
That's damage.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
adds damage.
Which you might. Well, that critical.
Oh, goody.
That's 2 regular successes and 2 crits. So it's a total of 6. What did you get?
2.
Alright, so 6, knock off the 2. That's 4. I'm sure it's got feral weapons. Oh no, it does not specifically have feral weapons. Let's see.
Well, at least that means
Animalism, auspic, celerity, fortitude.
I mean, if we're
So I
assuming
want to
this is
say
a
it's
werewolf,
claws, or well, in this case it would be its bite. I'm believe they are supposed to work like feral weapons, though.
Let me. If it's what I think it is, Jason. let me know.
Werewolves gain claws and teeth that deal non-half superficial damage plus 3 damage modifier, as well as plus 3 to all physical attributes, but that's not where he's at right now. All right, so plus 3.
So I think we've confirmed this is a werewolf.
My stats we have confirmed. We still have no idea.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
Character-wise, no, we don't know nothing.
oh,
Player-wise,
Walter's
I'm
about to
pretty
be
sure.
fairly certain now. So Walter, you go trying to dive over him. You almost make it, and then those teeth sink into your calf. You yank to a halt. It turns its head. You know, it went on its hind legs, caught you, and then it turns and it just slams you back down into the dirt. Let's see, it had 4 successes. So that is 7 levels of superficial damage.
Ooh, baby.
Ow.
How much of that goes in the ag?
Superficial? It's superficial?
I only have 6 health, so someone help me math here.
You're at 1 ag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You filled it with superficial, and then you just put 1 ag. So it's like slash, 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 and with an X at the top one. Or bottom, whichever direction they go.
They're X's.
Alright, so I got 1x and 5 slashes, so...
Yep.
Depending on how much BS3 continues, Walter gonna be in some trouble.
Got a backup character, right?
I'm sure I can make one.
You had the Dorito, now we need the Pringle.
I just realized what you said, Zay.
All right, so inside the house, and Egidio, you see this. Walter's leg looks pretty mangled. I mean, he's a vampire. It's not going to slow him down too much.
Startled the wolf.
But them cars are coming awful fast.
Yeah.
Kyle, inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard the howl. You heard something thump on the ground really loud outside.
Quick glance to my opponent. Is she reacting to the howl?
She's got claws out. She is backing away from you and watching the window. Basically drops an F-bomb. I can't fight 2 of you at once.
He came for his target. He's gonna make a break for it.
All right. Out front, out back. How you going? Keeping in mind, you don't know that your buddies are outside.
Yeah. Which exit is closest to me?
You're about halfway in. You could run and dive out the back, the kitchens. Like I said last week, I'm sure you may not remember. The window busted into like the living room.
Yeah.
You know, the kitchen is all basically attached.
Mm-hmm.
You're more or less at the middle because you had to charge in. He was kind of half hiding behind the kitchen table. So the kitchen window that looks out into the backyard's probably the closest.
It also doesn't have a howl emanating from it.
Yeah.
True.
Well, if that's going to be a factor.
Oh, giant wolf is not going to be a factor at all.
Tell you what, I'm gonna roll my numbered dice.
Okay.
Even I go out the front, odd I go out the back.
Okay.
Just leave it up to chance since I'm dead in the middle.
Fair enough.
Odd.
All right. So which one did that mean you were going?
Out the back.
Okay.
Same. I was like, wait a minute, was odd out the back or the front? This was 3 seconds ago.
Be a moment.
Yep.
All right. So you jump through the back window.
Yep.
We have doors, asshole.
And
See, you
he's
tell
gonna-
him that, and he just goes smashing through the sliding glass door, which is more expensive to replace than the window. So you're better off just being silent.
Yeah, he's gonna take off.
Okay.
Do I see what was going on in the house from where my vantage?
No.
Hear crashing windows.
He crashed through the windows, but the curtains he just knocked out of the way, and then they fell back. So you just see rippling
Okay,
curtains.
so it was curtained off. Okay.
You know, the lights are on, so you know the curtains are lit. And maybe you see a shadow
Is-
moving around every now and then, but nothing
Is it
distinctive.
if he jumped through the front window to get in here? Is it reasonable to say that those curtains are down?
No, it's the window. You know, big curtains. He busted through. You know, the curtains like parted or whatever, drop back. There are curtains over the windows.
Okay. Those are some sturdy ass curtains.
Probably blackout curtains since that
Yeah.
one Ventru was in there.
Fair enough. Okay. Just learning the situation,
Mhm.
but I would have heard that crack going the other way.
Yeah, you definitely heard something shatter from inside.
Okay.
Rod's like made of steel and into like 5 different studs.
Yeah.
The bottoms are weighted with lead.
I think Egidio just chills for a sec. But he's going to do the thing that he's probably wanted to in a while. What's the front of the house made of? Is it like brick? Is it brick and mortar? Is it
Brick and mortar.
wood?
Brick and
Brick
mortar.
and mortar? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Egidio goes around back to like, so he hears a crash, sees his buddy is in dire straits. He's gonna get like as good advantage as he can. Is the wolf still chewing on
Walter.
Walter?
No, when it slammed him down, it let go.
Okay.
And then when it heard the crash, it turned around and is looking towards the house.
Does it see? Is it reacting to these cars speeding?
Uh. hmm.
These cars are double timed, and Egidio hasn't done anything, so he's trying to gather all the information he can before he makes a move. Because werewolf, very like.
When you
large.
saw Walter look at the cars, the wolf looked at the cars, and that's when he started backing up, and then Walter tried to jump over him, and this happened.
Okay. It seems like he's trying to do some balance shenanigans. Me as the arbiter of life and death here. So I'm gonna wait for those cars to get here and see what happens. But if the wolf, so here's what he's gonna do. If the wolf attacks Walter, and it's just a random attack, it's like, okay, Walter jumped, he punished him for it. Okay, I see that. But if he continues to attack Walter, then he will fire at the wolf.
Okay.
But other than that, he's going to wait for the reinforcements to arrive.
All right. Iola, you are heading through backyards.
Apologies, that was much more thought out than it was going to be.
You're still several yards away. You hear a crash, you know, breaking glass.
What's Iola's humanity?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
I know didn't you fail the
5.
one?
Ooh.
5. My humanity is 5. Yes, I am the lowest humanity out of the group.
I mean, Kyle is 6, but he's working on getting it up.
Oh.
Ha ha ha.
Hey, it's a problem a lot of vampires
All of
have.
us-
Don't worry about it.
All of us were thinking it. He's the one that just chuckled.
Flush of life and all that.
Yeah. So yeah, I really don't care about humans.
But So you hear the break of glass, but you're too far away, and there's fences up and stuff. So you don't have a clear line of sight to the back, uh, to the yard you're going to.
Mhm.
Emma, you've gotten turned around, and you can see. In fact, even in your car, you probably saw Walter make his jump.
Yeah, like the silhouetted against the moon, like
And I
ET.
just
It's like
immediately-
you see him leap across the street, and there's like shrubs and stuff and other yards in the way, so you didn't really see the wolf until it pops up like a shark out of the water from your point of view, grabs him by the leg and slams him
I
down.
love that visual.
This just got fucky. Okay.
If I was an artist, that would be the key art for this particular part of the campaign.
Just
Yoink.
silhouetted dramatically against a moon.
Yep.
It's like those fish from Mario. It's like you're trying to cross the bridge suddenly.
Yeah, the piranhas.
Yeah.
Oh, the cheap.
Yep. I forgot what they were called. Just all I know is very big bitey fish.
I'm just thinking now. I'm just thinking about the mid-journey prompt. Werewolf breaking out of brush like shark out of water, snatching vampire out of air.
Bulky vampire.
Yeah.
Mm.
He wanted them Doritos.
Steroid and Nosferatu.
Wonder if this guy tastes like Cool Ranch.
But now the cars are like pulling up to the front yard, and doors are opening, people are getting out.
Okay. She is.
And there's a little bit of squealing, tires. They had some speed and they slammed on their brakes right in front of the house. You also notice some of the neighboring houses lights are turning on that weren't already on, because obviously dogs are barking. The wolf howl really set the dogs off.
Mm-hmm. At least it's making me quieter by association.
They had ever been oddly quiet up until that point.
Did anything howl back when that wolf howled?
Not that you've heard yet.
Oh, fantastic. She's keeping towards the end of the street and hoping that her friends notice. Hey, getaway vehicle, let's get away.
I think Egidio will walk by and pick up his ally and walk away.
He's laying in the yard. The cars have pulled up in front of the yard. People are
Okay.
getting out.
I see. So what are they doing with him? Because he's just laid out there.
Well, they're just now getting out of their cars. Walter will
Okay,
get his
I see.
turn.
Okay.
The wolf, as these cars screech to a halt, turns around and runs and jumps into the house.
Into the house.
Rude.
Interesting.
You guys could run through the house.
Does he bust
Oh,
down
cool.
the door? Or does he go through yet another window?
He goes through the same window that was already busted.
Okay. He's
So the
got
curtain
manners, I
curtain
see.
whips out of the way. You hear a woman inside start swearing.
Okay. Then yeah, I will. I want to see what they do.
Okay.
I'm still holding position, and if one gets close enough to me, then I'm gonna do what I have to. But
Walter, what are you doing?
Well, seeing the vehicles have now came up to the house and people are starting to peel out.
And
You don't
clearly
really
they see
have-
you because
Oh yeah, he's aware he can't get invisible now, but really at this point, is his leg too injured for him to jump? Or would you say that being a vampire, he can just ignore it and just still do it?
Yeah, I don't think a wound modifier is a
No.
thing in this version. I think
I mean,
so.
yeah, no.
There is the impaired status when you get into aggravated. But
That just removes dice, though, doesn't it?
yeah, I know that because I had to read through Frenzy a lot because I'm playing a gangrel this time. that going into a frenzy allows you to ignore any like penalties caused by injuries. So I'm guessing it's a thing, but I haven't seen anything about it.
Let me see here.
Because at this point, the initial thought is if he's not too injured to jump, he's just going to soaring leap back the other direction.
Well, also, if it doesn't require a roll, you're probably fine.
Yeah, I don't think it requires a roll. So.
Not that I'm aware of. It don't
And you
require
know, your
one.
leg is not severed. You can still stand on it. It still moves. It's just most of that damage was concentrated on the leg. You know, other than the blunt force trauma of being slammed on the ground like that.
Yeah.
All right, so you're just leaping away.
Oh yeah, no. Like at this point, he doesn't know the wolves jumped in. If Kyle ain't said anything or gone AWOL at that point, Walter either believes that something's happened or he got away. So he's trying to get away before he becomes.
All right, so you leap away back across the street. A bunch of the vamps getting out of the cars are like trying to get their guns up, but they're in the process of crawling out of the, of getting out of the cars as you do the jump. So
Cool. Seeing that his ally is, GTFO, Ijiri will follow suit. But I guess I do have enough time to spot Emma's car.
yes,
Yeah, she's at the end of the
Okay,
road.
so I'll go.
you know it's like the next block over. You know,
Okay, I'll head that way.
Emma, what are you doing?
Waiting nervously for all of my friends.
So you're like that next block over, parked at the stop sign, just waiting.
Like tapping the steering wheel, like.
She probably saw the whole wolf jumping up and grabbing Walter like a chew toy.
Mm-hmm, that
It's
you
like,
saw.
you know what? I'm not going to get any closer for right now. I'm just going to chill here. We'll give it a few seconds. If someone texts me or something, I'll go help them. But right now, I'm just going to kind of like hang nearby if they need me.
Eventually, one of the back doors just opens and closes, and it's like, that fucking wolf. Let's go.
Where's everyone else?
Iola, you're in the backyard. What are you doing? Or you're in a backyard.
Yeah, you said I didn't. That was still not that close to the house.
Right.
I see Walter jump away again.
Can he jump away?
He did.
He did jump away.
Okay. And do I see in which direction he jumped away?
Give me a wits awareness. I mean, you're on the opposite side of the houses he's on, but.
Oh, no successes.
Nope,
Fun.
you're unaware that he jumped away.
I'm
Something was
going
shiny.
to re-roll 2 of those dice.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine, yeah. One success.
You're slightly less aware.
Yeah, you're passing through a gap in some houses, and you don't see him make the leap, but you see him kind of going across the street over like the houses on the other side.
Okay.
So you know he is making his escape.
Well, that's 1.
And about that time, you hear an answering howl.
That's why.
This howl is a little deeper. It definitely sounds like a different animal howling. I mean, still sounds like a wolf howl, but
Yeah, but not the same howl I heard previously.
no.
And what direction is that coming from?
Straight ahead of you. Best you can tell.
Okay. So both of them are there.
Puppy.
She's gonna go head in the direction of Walter.
All right, so you're cutting. You're basically going to the front of the houses and cutting across the street to head over the same direction Walter was headed.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
I
Okay.
found it. The crippling injuries is a optional thing, so you don't have to use it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's For players looking for juicier and meatier combat.
No, we're not.
No, that's more complexity.
Yeah.
Something I might use at a table, but not streaming.
Yeah.
Adding a number of aggravated damage currently on the track to the roll. Roll a d10. It's only 6 options, so. I love this one. Result can lead to further dice pool penalties or even instant death.
Let's not.
All right, Iola, you cut across the street. You look at Emma. You see her cutting across the street.
Just kind of flashes her lights. No noise, because let's try not to draw further attention to ourselves.
Deer caught in the headlights.
Sticks her head out the door. Get in the car!
So, where the guys in the cars ahead of you weren't going to notice Iola crossing the street because they're distracted by all the wolf howling, Emma flashes the lights and
No,
about.
we said she was over a ways.
You had turned around and you said you were following them.
Okay. Okay, then if she was, if they were like down the street, she would just kind of stick her head out the door, like. If they were in eyesight, she wouldn't be that dumb. She's dumb.
Come on, it's a panicky moment. These things happen.
Okay, I'll roll a dice for this. Forget what if I put for even or odd, but even she'll flash it, odd she won't.
Okay.
It's a 9.
So you do not.
All right, so you didn't flash the lights.
Next time she'll flash the lights.
Your hand goes to the switch and you realize, oh yeah, that would get more attention than just.
They might look away from where the wolf was. Yeah.
So you see her across the street, kind of in the same direction that Walter had jumped.
Iola will go hop into the car.
Where's Walter, Kyle, anybody?
Walter jumped that way.
Fantastic. The moron we came to save.
No, that was Kyle.
That's Kyle.
Yeah, where is he?
Don't know.
Yeah, he busted out the back door, I think.
Fantastic. She backs up, goes like as stealthily as one can back a vehicle up, and turns around and like starts making her way back to Anarch's side.
All right, give me a wits drive.
Away from downtown.
Yep.
You got Google Maps up, like take me whichever way you want. I'd like a back road, a scenic route. Wits awareness?
Mm-hmm. You take the street.
Can I get
You're
can I
cutting down
get
the little
in
graveled
on that, or is that 'cause
alleyways
he's
between
driving?
houses.
Browsing wits. Fantastic. 5.
While we're making these rolls, would like me to make a stealth roll to try to get out?
Yes, please do.
Okay.
That sounds like many dice.
Yes, it is.
He's very stealthy.
When he wants to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as he's not talking.
7.
Man, that's on par with the Gidio.
Okay. And Walter, as you are leaping away, give me a stealth roll. Just to see if you manage to stay more or less out of sight while you're making your getaway.
I don't like that.
Oh
Nothing we can do
dear.
about it.
What'd you
I
get?
don't like. I don't
You-
like
it-
that at all.
a gift.
Oh, that's
A gift
unfortunate.
for you.
A gift for the GM.
Yeah.
It's
A
a gift
gift?
for the GM.
A gift for Jason.
Oh,
That's 2
I
tens
didn't
on
look.
hunger. That is 2 tens on hunger.
It's a messy critical.
Ooh. All right.
I hear that ooh, and then my brain. I don't know why it happened. My brain immediately went to Walter just goes through somebody's chimney like discount Santa Claus.
Oh God.
I mean, it's a messy critical, so
No,
I mean,
if he's a Dorito,
I mean that's 6
Kool-Aid
successes.
Man
That's
goes
6.
through the wall.
It's like he jumps, hits
Yes,
the
but
roof, and just got.
but critical success. So even if it is messy, just through.
All right, but you got 4 successes. Plus the crit, so that's actually 6.
Money.
So you managed to, do your little hop, skipping, and jumping.
However,
Nobody in the cam notices you. However, you're jumping. One of those jumps, you land in somebody's front yard. They're close enough, still close enough to have been hearing all the commotion. They are literally standing on their front porch with their phone already out when you land. Thump.
Oh shit!
You look up at them. I mean, just look straight at them. And in panic, you just leap away.
I was about to say, because if I had a choice, he'd be leaping into them.
Messy critical, you don't have that choice.
I know.
You leap down like that. You have that moment of panic, and your fight or flight kicks in, and it's all flight. As you leap away with them, screaming. By the end of the night, you won't. You leap away and you realize you have no idea what you have no idea at that point what street you were on or what house number that was.
Plus side, it is cam territory, so.
Yeah, they firebombed the cam territory. Oh well.
Look, man, nobody wants a second Inquisition in their city at all.
Correct, but
politics is set aside for that.
acceptable losses and all that.
Yeah,
The
but
Genio
that's
hasn't met the second Inquisition yet. So
That means if it pops up, the cam is probably gonna go. Oh, this guy, masquerade breach. Let's go. Take him out. No, guy, lady, whoever it was.
All right, so yes, everybody manages to more or less get away.
Sweet.
I will say jokingly in my mind, it's like, well, if the cam goes for the person that did the recording, poor SOB is going to be a good snack to somebody.
But though Kyle, as you're making your escape, you do see the wolf that was out front come out that back window.
Okay.
And when you hear that answering howl, the first wolf has a very strong reaction and heads straight towards it.
Okay.
But all of you manage to get out of the territory.
Sweet.
So everybody in the car, where are y'all going? All right, I'm getting an echo from somebody.
That might have been me.
Serendipitous route back towards
Yep, that's me.
the office.
Okay. So kind of back, the typical back behind the mall and around.
Yeah. Unless somebody else texts meeting in a different place.
I'm just gonna be like, regroup and recap. That's all he sends.
All right, Walter, where are you going?
When he finds a moment to actually read the message, he'll make his way back to the office.
Yeah, Kyle will make his way back there too.
Okay. Kyle is the last one to arrive.
Yeah.
Probably by a decent margin.
Yeah. And Cheeto's just there, like,
You followed, didn't you?
Walter,
you
are you
wouldn't have-
okay?
He went to the bathroom real quick.
Oh.
Sorry about that. He'll probably be already trying to see if there's like a med kit or something, just kind of
Your vampire man just costs rouse checks.
You can't just stitch it up, man.
You also have a med kit right there. I'm pointing at Emma.
Of anything, he'd be more just trying to find something to clean the blood off if
Mm.
there's any there. He's not literally going to use it to mend his wounds. But hearing Emma say that, he'll be like, well, to be fair, that damn thing, I have to assume it was a werewolf by how it practically slammed me on the ground.
Had to hurt.
It didn't feel fantastic, I'll tell you that much, especially for my size and weight.
Is it the same one from the theater?
No.
And
I was fixing to say, how would I know?
No, it wasn't. And it wasn't just one.
Yeah, I heard the howl, so I booked it out the back.
Are you done getting revenge?
Oh yeah, the ghoul's dead.
Okay,
Congratulations.
you did it.
I did. I still hit out for the others, but that one was a ghoul, so that needed a personal touch.
she's gonna spend the whole scene doing it. Got 5 successes.
How many do you
Ag
need for
into a super-
aggravated?
Pardon?
How many do you need for ag?
3.
So that's the ag gone and then 2 superficial?
Yes.
Yeah, the ag will turn into superficial, and then you clear up 2 superficial.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember. Had you, when y'all were headed over there, had y'all contacted Miles about some backup?
We'd said something about crossing the border to keep an eye on the border on our side, but we didn't ask for backup.
Okay. Maybe he had said something about getting some people together in case you needed something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once they got back safely across, she would have let him know, hey, we're back. We're safe. We're all in one piece.
Mostly.
His leg's still attached.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all you have is yeah.
Yeah, you survived.
You
I mean,
talk a She's like
The-
pacing mad while you guys are talking.
they'd be like,
With one hand
well,
on the thing.
unfortunately, you might as well wish I was dead, but that's beside the point.
And why is that?
Well, in my daring escape, unfortunately, I happened to land in someone's yard. And unfortunately, they were close enough to the commotion to be curious to be stupid in filming. Guess who lands right in front of them? As I said, probably wish I was already dead again.
Well, bad news breach.
Good
Potential
news.
Good news, it's Cam territory, so they have to take care of it.
At this point, that's about how I feel about it. Though I will say something to the local or our Nosferatu to see if they can help in keeping it suppressed, if nothing else.
I
Fair
guess there's
enough.
something to be said about looking for the person who recorded, but potentially egg on your face if they just see the video and be like, "Ha! Look, it's you."
Well, once again, after having my leg wonderfully chewed into, and could have been worse, and the fear of, oh look, more vampires, two or so vehicles pulling up, ready to start blasting at who's ever in the building. Looks at Kyle. I didn't have much of options in terms of getting the fuck out.
Hey, you
Quick,
did.
quick character side. What level of hunger is Walter at?
Apparently 3.
Okay, don't worry about it.
All right. So while y'all sit around talking, Walter, you gonna heal up some more wounds?
No, he's just aggravated at the situation. He's seen what Emma's doing for him, and he'll just leave it at that. It's at least enough to numb the pain, if there was any.
Get a drink on your way back to sleep or in the morning.
That's the plan.
So we did that. Did that. Did we learn anything useful?
Yes, they assigned one of their top fighters to guard the house.
Or maybe it was just her ghoul.
It wasn't her goal. It was her sire's goal.
Can you tell?
How do we know?
Well, I've been in the city long enough.
Fair
And
enough.
I've met her personally. She's a pompous ass.
Great, that doesn't answer anything. How do you know it's not her ghoul and it's someone else's ghoul?
Because that ghoul belonged to her sire, and she was there protecting him because of the last link, or one of, to her sire, who is dead. Because of the war that started up before the ceasefire with everything that happened in Huntsville.
Fantastic, we've made an enemy. Oh, further enemy.
No, not really.
She saw your face when you came there to just assassinate her ghoul. Her sire's ghoul, I'm sorry.
I made sure to keep that covered.
Oh, you're Spider-Man now. Okay, fantastic. Or Batman or whatever edgy superhero.
Girl darkness would be Spawn.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
90s
She doesn't know
Spawn with
that
the
much
bad
about
CGI cape.
superheroes.
So how exactly did you keep that under wraps?
Doesn't have to breathe, so I mean, could just wear a whole face mask kind of situation with 2 holes poked for the eyes.
Yep. Kept myself faceless. As far as she's aware, it wasn't me. As far as I'm aware that she's aware it wasn't me, I should say.
Fantastic. Where do we go from now? Here.
I'm gonna go eat.
Fantastic.
Have a good evening.
Okay. Walter, let me know if those other maintenance requests have been taken care of.
If they have been, you'll get a full document report by morning in triplicate.
Thank you. Good night. And then Kyle will leave.
As soon as he's out the door, Emma flips off the door and punches a hole in the wall.
You don't work for him.
Yeah, but does it, still pacing.
Well, Walter's like somewhat laid out and just kind of staring at the ceiling. And I take it none of us are going to question the fact of which there was a wolf.
Two
in a
wolves.
pit.
2, yeah, at least.
What I'm not comprehending is how and why it was already there where he was.
Are we
Let's be
entirely
real.
sure that he's not a werewolf? Have we checked?
Kyle? No, he's not a werewolf.
Have we checked though?
He's been
Do we
in
have silver?
He's been in situations where he would have had to shift at some point.
Do we have silver? Can we make sure of this bullshit?
What do you do? Stake him with silver?
Sounds like a great idea. Solves 2 problems.
Well, either way, the bastard would be dead, but that's beside the point. I'm trying to understand why it was already practically there at the window, ready
was
to
there.
go in.
It was there when you rolled up, or jumped up, or parkoured.
It was there
As
when I
I
got there.
as I landed, it was there and it started to growl. I tried to calm it. When something happened and it got its own attention, I tried to go for an opportunity to get to that daft bastard, and unfortunately got my leg nearly bit the fuck off.
Oh, it's still 85% attached.
That's not the point.
She's saying this while grinning, like,
He just kind of shakes his head and is in the regard of, I get it, but still, the fact remains, I don't understand why it was already there as if it was going to potentially do the job for him or was going to get him or
It
the
was
other.
just watching, wasn't it? Until, you did the thing.
like it was protecting him.
I, that's the problem. I don't know.
And
All
we're
I
sure.
all I did was land and it noticed me, and because it probably didn't recognize me or know me, it saw me as a threat. Then again, he kind of does a lazy, exaggerated gesture of, unfortunately for my large self, anything's going to think I'm a threat, even if I mean it no harm.
What? Did you try talking to it?
Hell, I, of course, did the classic gesture of, trying to calm it down and, act
That's
as
not
though
talking.
Oh,
you
was it Judio?
I'm just saying it's not.
And you think that a dog is going to understand me immediately? Because again, as
We've
far as I can
established that this isn't a dog
We
get,
or a
when
wolf.
when I landed, all I saw was a dog. I had no clue of what it was until it bit me.
we don't. I mean, he has Shiloh. Could it have been something else that he kind of? She was like a little done like Shiloh. Like if it's not a werewolf, just throwing that out there.
If it,
Are we?
again, I'm having my strong doubts due to my leg, but that again is another issue. So again, let's say it wasn't. Again,
So,
it could. If it wasn't a werewolf, then yes, I could imagine that Kyle had done something to gain an advantage of having protection in case he needed it. Though it would have been nice if the bastard had said something first, but I digress.
mhm.
So, on that note, due to my injuries, I can take a gamble and say it wasn't one of just a plain wolf, so therefore it was
Why?
just in a different form, not actually on hind legs.
Why did? Why didn't it do anything? They
Why does he give a
had
damn
every
about
opportunity to.
vampires?
They care about vampire politics for some reason. They're keyed
Then,
in for something.
then let me ask this question. Since I wasn't around for the last little endeavor due to helping out the local Nosferatu, if I heard him correctly, he asked the question of was that the same one, correct?
Yeah, there was another one.
It
They're
wasn't.
kind of popping up everywhere.
Was it bigger or smaller than the other one? Looking at it, Shidio.
Much bigger.
Right. So, again, let's keep this rolling. This is now considered 2 sightings.
3, but yes.
Well, we don't know
Okay.
if the other Howl was the same wolf, do we?
No.
So at least 2.
Did I get? Did I get eyes on it?
No.
Right.
From your point of view, it's coming back behind the houses.
So it was on the other side.
So
Okay, cool.
I should
My
probably
point
have had
being-
Kyle roll to see if he spotted it or not.
my point being simply
Want me
this.
to?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, it's kind of retroactive at this point.
Mm.
But you heard the howl and you saw the other one react to the howl, so.
Yeah. But we already had at least 2 instances where there's been a wolf or werewolf of some shape or form in the presence of other vampires as if it's specifically going to do something. If I'm not mistaken, what did the one at the theater do?
It tackled some guy out a window and took off.
Did it kill them?
Oh yeah.
Oh
like a
yeah, he was dead. Multiple
So-
pieces.
I wonder if they think they're doing. It doesn't seem politically motivated.
Are they just
Wonder
bored?
if they could be bored, but maybe they're dealing in. I don't know. There's something about it that was really weird that wasn't attacking you until you wanted to try to interfere in Kyle's behalf. Would that be balance?
I'm still saying he's a damn werewolf, and we just don't know it. We
Right.
can go get a silver stake. We'll just stab him.
I think the wolf was trying arbitration.
May I propose a hypothesis?
Don't care about
Sure.
us. Werewolves would rather
And
us
yet-
be dead.
And yet,
Maybe he's got rabies. I don't know.
Or maybe he has an ally that has told them about how we work. Unfortunately, just not of the same breed of a mongrel.
are you gonna kick yourself now? Is that what's going on?
Leg's a little bit too beat up.
I am simply worried that our beloved Sam has given information to other werewolves, and they're trying to use our politics in some manner, either for their benefit or for the shiggles. I don't know.
Have there been any other werewolf sightings that you guys have heard of? Because these are the only ones that I've heard of where they've been just so overt about being out there.
I mean, clearly they don't care.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
no, I don't know. I can ask the local NOS and see if they can drum up anything of interest. But other than that, no, I'm not aware of any other blatant attacks or sightings. Again, I am just trying to use what information I have.
Aren't
And
we all?
and it aggravates me that this information I don't know. But
Walter,
anyway,
your phone dings.
he hears it. He lazily is trying to find it in his pants pocket, pulls it up, and holds it in front of him.
It's
Still
from
just
the
laying on the ground.
It's from the NOS Discord. Which I forget what the cover was for that.
FBI
Local-
spy van.
Was it a local conspiracy group or something?
Yeah,
It was
think
like
so.
a local conspiracy.
So yeah, you pull it out. It's somebody going, Walter, have you seen this shit or whatever your Walter's Discord name is.
Yeah.
Big Dorito.
And then it's a link to a Facebook page.
He doesn't even open it. all he types in chat. Have we established that that is just Nosferatu at this point in this Discord?
In this particular channel, at least.
Okay, in this particular channel. He would type in, unfortunately, I have a feeling I know what this might be before even look at it. And if it is what I think it is, I was eventually going to say something to you all, but I am trying to recover from, well, not only my own
Cat.
personal embarrassment, but unfortunately a mishap with the animal.
But do you actually open up the link to see if it is what you think it is?
Oh no, he does. After he sends the message, he's like, "I'm going to look anyway, but I'm sure I know what this is already," and he'll click it.
Facebook, somebody's posted a video. It started just, the video starts up out on that, I don't know, somebody standing out on a porch, with their phone kind of. You hear a couple people. There were a couple people on the porch. You hear them talking about, that hearing that wolf's howl. A minute later, you hear the second howl, and then shortly after that, they're like debating whether they whether to go out and see if they can see something, or if it's a wolf, do they actually want to? One of them's arguing that it's probably just a dog, and then there you are, thump. You look up, the lights from behind these guys catching your eyes just right, so you look up and it's almost like your eyes are shining. You're sitting there in all your kind of nos glory for just a second, and then you leap away.
So wait a minute.
While they're screaming.
So the footage doesn't actually like really show him.
You land, you look directly at the camera with the light catching in your eyes, and then you leaped away.
The way my mind was imagining it was like somehow the
Like
lighting
silhouette.
was. Yeah, it was like just silhouette, and his eyes were just like the only thing that really showed in the silhouette.
No,
that's how my mind envisioned.
You didn't get that lucky, no.
Oh, I didn't think I would.
Anybody that knows you, has met you even in passing, is going to recognize.
Are you playing that where there's any kind of sound on?
Oh yeah, no, he'd have the sound on. At that point, he'll realize it, and I'm guessing he has some remembrance of where Emma was pacing. He throws his phone up in that direction at you.
Can they scrub it? I mean, Facebook has probably really shitty security, right?
Yeah,
Famously, Facebook has no security.
I say they like to boast they have security, but it's mediocre. I'm sure we can get it fixed. But if you would like to see the terror that those poor fuckers saw, there you go.
You just look over at you, and
You
your
every
handsome
day.
face right there. Leans over, pinches his cheek.
Part comes off.
Put that back out. Damn.
A little super glue will be fast.
A little more Valerian right there.
You now see his like big mitt reaching back to grab the phone and pull it back to him.
Just imagine Emma with a big staple gun just.
It's just right up. Clink, 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 clink.
All right, Kyle, where are you going, honey?
He is going to head off to the slums.
Okay.
If we have enough time for that.
Let's
What
see.
time did we go over across the border?
Because y'all had
stuff with the mall and all that.
You'd gotten up. Zeke had immediately, or had already contacted you up during the day, so you almost immediately went and talked to Zeke about what happened.
Yeah.
And then there was a little bit of time spent over at the mall talking with
Woodard.
Mm-hmm.
And that little bit of an investigation.
Couple hours for the crows to do their thing.
Oh yeah, it was a couple hours for the crows.
Gotta be at least 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, he'll probably.
Yeah. You probably got enough time to do some hunting.
Okay, I'm gonna willpower reroll 3 dice.
Okay.
Okay, so that puts me at 4 successes.
All right, and the requirement was.
I think it originally was 2, upgraded to 3 for the pandemic.
That's right, because the stuff's in lockdown. Not a lot of people out in the streets.
Yeah. He's gonna sit 2 to get down to hunger 1.
Okay.
Then gonna make 4 rouse checks.
Oh boy, here we go.
He just wanted a second kid.
Well, this is why I went down to hunger 1, and so he's going to try to heal as he leaves.
And we're gonna say
Yesterday.
you caught somebody that was in the midst of trying to break in or something, or
Okay,
trying to break into somebody's car.
Okay. I get hunger by 1, but
Okay.
I do heal all 4 of the superficial damage I took.
Okay. You took a sip, so you didn't gain anything, but you healed up effectively without getting any worse off.
Yep. I would be at hunger 4 right now if I didn't. Also ran the risk of going into 5 and then frenzying, so figured I might as well hunt and then try to heal. Well, I mean, he's got to heal himself, considering somebody pretty much went, piss off, you bloody wanker.
She was upset, but I'm sure she would have still healed you.
Nah, Walter needed it more than he did.
That is
She
true.
can do multiple healings.
At great cost.
She probably wouldn't have though. She was pissed.
Yeah.
You open that can of worms and I'll go lay in it.
That's a big can.
That's an industrial, like daycare size can of worms.
Fair enough. At that point, honestly, he's just gonna go home. Spend some time with Shiloh.
Shiloh's there. Shiloh's tired of guarding this rat.
Oh. One thing he would have done is he would have ordered like a big old rat thing that he can sort of set down somewhere in the house.
Okay. They probably wouldn't be
Gotta
there
get
yet.
those
But
long tubes.
Okay. Yeah. He'll say to Shiloh for free. It should be here tomorrow. Don't get any hungrier. Says to the rat. After tomorrow, I have a large thing coming for you to run around in. Should keep you entertained.
you can just let him go.
No, not really.
Actively choosing not to.
This rat knows too much.
Well,
Also,
at least feed me.
yes. Yeah, he'll get some food. He'll feed the rat.
Shiloh follows you to the kitchen.
He's gonna feed Shiloh too.
You back at the office. The back door opens. Somebody's knocking as it opens. Miles and Ada walk in.
Picture Walter just still out on the floor.
No, he
Well-
is.
Hole in the wall. What's up?
Miles is like, and Ada just walks over and just where Walter's laying on the floor. Ada just walks over right by your head, just looks at you. You screwed up.
He knows.
Already working on it.
And what happened to your leg?
It's related.
Werewolf.
How many?
Two?
That we saw? One, heard two.
It is because of said werewolf that decided to bite the ever-loving piss out of my leg and then slam me to the ground. And hearing the fact to which another one actually responded to its call, I got into a state of panic and tried to get away. I thought I was doing fine until I happened to land in someone's yard. I can't predict if someone's going to be standing there filming the fact to which they too heard howls. And being
Definitely a wrong place, wrong time situation.
I thought Nosferatu weren't supposed to be seen.
As a rule, we're not, but unfortunately, when several things break your obfuscate, it's not very easy to get back.
Did you come here for any other reason other than to inform Walter about the fact that he had been taped, which we already know?
He was like, no, that's pretty much what I came for. So if there's werewolves, we need to contact Robbins.
Yeah.
He's apparently fallen down his job, or they're coming in from another side of town.
You get this far north, yeah.
Miles like, I was just coming by to see how things had gone.
Everyone survived.
Everyone survived. Kyle got to do what he wanted to do, and unfortunately, us being worried due to the fact of which the threat of potential or him potentially getting overran and us trying to aid him apparently backfired more than we anticipated.
Should we be expecting a counterattack then if Kyle ran in and whacked somebody?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, tighten up security and just be ready for something to happen.
He says.
They're also busy with Lupine right now.
He also says, "Oh, they didn't see me. I was wearing a mask."
That's possible.
It's possible, but
I
they
mean,
may have seen.
they would assume, they'd assume Anarch, of course.
Yeah, and we're on the border, and if they see the video with Walter, they'll put two and two together that it was our coterie.
Oh yeah, the Walter thing. Yeah, Ada was telling me about that. She was telling me about that loudly and in detail on the way over here.
I would imagine so.
Again, Facebook has shitty security. I'm fairly confident one of the NOSes can get it sponged and get it deleted.
Is it an old person's profile? Like, they may not entirely know how to use.
Just mass report the damn thing.
They'll still have it on their phone, though.
Yeah, we can at least keep it suppressed via Facebook and probably go ahead and do precautions on all other types of social media. But that is the one, unfortunately, underlying problem is the fact to which, unless I know exactly what the phone number is and all that, I won't.
Send them a virus link in their Facebook Messenger, and they click it on their phone. Would that kill their phone? Maybe could we try something like that? I mean, I heard about like my parents' phone getting messed up like that because they just clicked the wrong link.
At this point, you'll surprisingly watch Walter actually sit up with a smile.
You know what? Damn, that's actually wonderful enough to work.
Something like, "Hey, we're from the local news. We'd love to, feature this on the local news. Could you please send it to this totally not virus website link? Upload it right here.
Notavirus.com?
Notavirus.com."
Well, malware. Nobody uses viruses anymore. It's passe.
Yeah.
And somebody was asking about the age. The person's Facebook page that goes up on, they're in their 30s.
It's still possible. They might be dumb. Or they just want the fame of my clip was on the local news.
As you say that, or as you mentioned that, Walter will actually start to type that to the NOS and see if someone's gonna able to accomplish that.
So we,
Hmm.
go ahead.
Well, I was about to answer Walter, but then it would take some time for that message to get out and percolate and come back to him. So go ahead.
So we know there's at least two vampires. God, it's been a long night, guys. Two werewolves. that we know of. A were-coyote that may be involved with all this.
Because and because Walter injects, since we don't actually know if anything's happened to dear Sammy, I'm still going to put money down that he's going to be influencing this somehow in some shape or form. Whether for his own purposes, good, evil, who can say at this point?
Just for the giggles.
Exactly, he could just be pissing bored for all we know, and this is a great way to kill time.
We should still probably be ready for a counterattack. It was apparently her sire's school.
Oh, lovely.
Again, that's the nice thing is that if the sire's dead, well, he won't be making any more of them. She can.
Yeah, she can, but she was attached to that because it was her sire's school.
Ada's
that
like,
was her
who's
last
her?
connection to the sire. Glass? I think was her last name.
Jalen Glass? Oh yeah, she was the
Yeah.
prince. She was the former prince's childer.
I'm guessing she has some pull then.
I don't know if she was necessarily
The favorite
fond
kid?
of anybody, but
No, but she has pull,
whatever.
as in she can pull some strings.
Well, yes, she may very well have taken over her Sal's ghoul.
Hmm.
Someone had to
They
keep
were
feeding.
They were apparently at the same location, so.
It's a shame Kyle couldn't have killed her.
Yep.
To be honest, I'm sure it wasn't lack of trying, but
That's true. She's and Miles pipes in feisty. She's feisty.
Yeah,
She's like an
probably
old school
older than all
Ventru.
of us. Ah,
well,
she will pull out the earrings and come for you. Okay.
He kind of nods his head. There's a little bit of admiration in his face. Yeah, yeah.
She goes, "Babe, hold
Down
my
boy.
flower." So what we're hearing is, well, Glass goes, "Babe, hold my flower."
Now she just goes straight in there with the flower, like, nah, let's go.
I'm gonna stab you with the stem.
Jumps over the table. What do you guys got for ideas? Because our ideas are, at least tonight, have been pretty shitty. I'd love to have some input.
He's like, you need to fix the video, though. It sounds like Walter's got an idea, or you and Walter had an idea for that.
That is in progress, so we'll see how that pans. Do we want to go on offensive or defensive more? Because right now, I have a feeling they're gonna come play again.
Miles got. They're going to punch back. You know, if they connect that with us, they're going to punch back.
They're going to. The fates aren't kind to us. They're going to. You know it.
They're going to need to, not just because they're pissed at us. They're going to need to save face with the other factions in the camp.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is someone best be looking at Kyle's bar and making sure that it doesn't go up in flames in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least have reports of someone attempting, because that's just going to put a big enough bullseye for him to do it again.
Do we have any daytime security that we could put on the bar? Especially the workers there. Maybe if they're not at work.
We've got a couple of thin bloods that have agreed to work with me.
Fantastic, that's a start.
Of course, I don't want them getting into, anything that would get them offed. But if we can just kind of keep an eyeball on it, well, they might go after the bar viciously now and just wipe it out. See what he does.
Let's not wish that upon
Yeah,
ourselves.
I don't trust Kyle. This is Miles talking. I don't trust Kyle to act strategically if they burned his bar down.
Take that well.
Not
yeah.
lose his complete and utter shit. Yeah.
No,
Maybe. look, as much as I hate to say it, like we are actively hurting right now. So maybe we lick our wounds, hit this again tomorrow night.
Still keep an eye on it during the day if we can.
Yes.
We won't be able to do anything about it, but we'll know if they come snooping at least.
Wolf activity is important to note during the day.
Yeah.
Ada's like, we have some ghouls that work for us at the mall during the day. We could assign a couple of them to keep eyes on the bar, I guess.
If you can, we would greatly appreciate it.
Hold on. Why are we watching the bar? Fuck the bar. Just watch for wolves.
It's in the mall's parking lot. Just point a camera that way if we can. He already has God knows how much security.
Yeah. That too, but just we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
And Miles like, the wolves will be keeping an eye out at night.
Yes. Well,
I don't think
I
they
don't-
care about our human interests.
Because the big
At
one,
least.
that big one seems to, is the one that's been spotted around here quite often.
yeah, that one was at the Princess, right?
Yes.
Have there been any other sightings since the events at the Princess? Aside from tonight? I know Ariel got a good look at the wolf because she was right there with me, so she would have been able to give a really good description to everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
There have been off and on reports of people seeing stuff moving around the domain.
But nothing aggressive, just wandering about.
They would just spot it.
Okay.
Yep.
Sometimes disappearing in the wood. Not necessarily good glimpses.
Yeah,
So
could have been.
Some people were
Could've
immediately
been.
going big wolf. Some were just going big dog. And where they were guessing its size was varied a lot because some of them were quite far away when they'd spot it.
Put any trail cams in the woods around here? Would that be something we'd be interested in doing, or would that just be useless? I don't know if they have any way to sense or subvert technology.
Ada's like, pretty sure werewolves are just savages.
They probably say the same thing about us.
I don't think there's some sort of intelligence going on here. I don't know what it is, but it's something.
Where Miles is like, we could hit some of the sporting goods stores around here and see what kind of trail cameras they had.
Or you can just hit something online. It's something to think about, nothing to do right now. Like Agidia said, let's deal with this in the evening. Rats get some food, let the Nos work their magic.
Ada's like, all right.
Did you have anything else?
She's like, no, I just wanted to come over here and inform you about the video, but like you said, you already knew. So.
Appreciate the heads up, though.
Miles makes his way out with her. So is there anything else the rest of y'all are going to try to accomplish tonight? Or are y'all going to break back for your havens?
I think just break back.
Probably should.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Yeah, it's been a long evening. Exciting evening. Any looks over, because she's assuming Walter's been kind of chatting this whole time. Any word on if that might work out? How quick it might work out?
Oh, it's gonna probably take them time, but I just gotta at least reach out to hopefully the right one. But judging by the amount of active users currently, someone's going to notice. It'll just take a little bit.
Just have them give us an update in the evening when they wake up if anything's changed.
Don't worry, Iola will be the first to know.
I know. Go get some rest and then get a drink.
That's the plan anyway.
You don't look your movie star self. Just says another cheek pinch, places the cheek back, pats it down to make sure it's staying.
Look, at this point, I'm just going to piss and say that Walter's just part Nurgle. Let's just go with that.
No! I hate it.
No.
I hate it. I hate it.
Now you know it's not allowed.
Nah. Mm-mm. Nah. Mm-mm.
Anyway.
You get out. You get right the fuck out.
All right, so y'all are all breaking it back for your havens.
Yes.
Yep. Locking
Alright.
down the office, leaving it for the day crew.
Now, Iola, you walk from your haven. Or
Yes.
did you? Okay.
But with the wolves being out, she has celerity, so she just might try to stick to the shadows and run to her haven.
Okay, give me a dexterity stealth.
3 successes. Only 110 in the hunger pool, so.
All right, no other tens. That's the important part.
Yes.
Give me a wits awareness.
Two successes.
So you take off. You loop behind the mall. You come out on Danville Road, which is the road to the south. You cross the belt line. Out of the corner of your eye, you see somebody streaking across the road.
Streaking?
Pardon?
Oh, yes.
Across the road. Nuba gets it.
Oh, yes,
Like
they
full
call
on
Call
him
him
naked,
streak.
or
streak.
what's going on over here?
Oh,
Oh god! We got a streaker. We got a streaker.
Is it like
Hey,
a? Is it,
the
is it like a
pandemic was weird times, man. It was weird
Yeah.
times. People got a little stir crazy.
Is it like a football? Is it like a soccer game gone wrong or right? I guess.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
This time of hour in the
You
suburbs.
see a streak of
maybe.
movement.
Okay. Uh-huh.
There you go.
So, you're crossing the road about here.
Clearly that's sentence now.
Or, let's see, your domain,
It's a streak of movement.
you were back over here.
Yeah, somewhere around this area.
So you would probably have traveled down a little bit and crossed down here just to be a little bit further away from Cam territory here. But as you move across, you see somebody running. You see him basically coming from around the McDonald's here, which is closed down and stuff. From the back side of it, back side compared to your domain, and they're moving at a fair speed. Trying, they're doing what you're doing. They're sticking to the shadows. They're moving quickly. It looks like they're on kind of an interception course with you. Or maybe they're trying to, kind of intercept to follow. So what are you doing to do?
Going to try to duck somewhere to see if they're trying to come after me or if they were trying to get somebody else.
Okay.
You said they were trying to intercept a follow, right?
Right. It's like they're cutting across. Like maybe that you're not sure. Maybe they were trying to intercept you, or maybe they were just moving in to follow you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna try to find like a little hidey hole.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me another. Give me a wit stealth for this one because you're looking for a good hiding spot.
Ooh,
3
shit.
successes.
All right, they only got 2. So you break sight for a second. You duck behind a dumpster or something. And just a little bit later, they're walking by at normal speed now. Head on a swivel. They're moving kind of cautious. They walk past. They continue in the direction you were going. Last they saw you. You don't recognize them on sight. It's not somebody you know. Like they walk on past you.
I'm gonna give it a bit. I'm gonna pull up my phone and be like, anybody got a bed I can crash in tonight? Spare bed.
Why?
I got tingles that don't feel right.
Eye tingles? They have drops for that.
Perfect.
That was
So
her
I think
stealth way of asking, is that a vision?
no. No, my eyesight works perfectly.
That's what everyone says until they need glasses.
Listen, sir. At work, I got some safety glasses being made. And the guy's like, why do you have such bad vision? If I knew, think I would have bad vision?
That's probably genetics.
Usually.
Do we have a list of just safe houses we keep? Or safe houses in general?
I think everybody else lives on the opposite direction, right?
Pretty
I think
much.
I'm the only one that lives in this direction.
I mean, there's a speakeasy at the bar, but good luck convincing anyone else.
Who's going to reveal their domain to Iola? Though you also know that one empty house where you had the guy executed.
That was Ada's, though.
Yeah, but I don't think she was planning to use it anymore after that.
Yeah, I don't know if she sold it, though. She'll send a message to Ada, then. Hey, is that one apartment for rent that we visited, and she'll put however long ago that whole debacle was, still available? I got a friend that might need to rent it out for maybe a month at a time.
No, let's see. It's a house, and we were planning, oh, you mean the house? Yeah, we were planning to sell it, but we haven't yet.
Could you just crash there for like a week? She's between apartments right now. If you need to call me for more details, give me a call. I'm up.
I can meet her there with the key.
Fantastic. I will send her that way.
Why?
Did Iola say tingles in the text?
Yes.
She'll say something like, it's late, make sure you don't go by yourself. You know how weird it gets around here at night.
Oh, that's the Ada.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She sends back a thumbs up.
And she'll give Iola the address for Ada's temporary place where they chopped off a guy's hand.
Iola will give a thumbs up and then do a quick look around.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be followed.
Exactly. and then head to the place.
Wow, that's a lot of blank dice. All right, so you cut back kind of the way you'd come. You don't see anybody. And you know it's a decent little walk. You got enough time for dawn. That's not really an issue. But it's like several blocks the opposite side of the domain from where you were going. When you get there, there's a car sitting in the front. As you walk up, Ada gets out of the car. Oh, so you're the friend that's between apartments. Having domain troubles?
I was being followed on my way back to my haven.
And are you sure you weren't followed now? And she turns and like looks back the way you came, and he's like studying.
I've been keeping out more of an eye on my way here to make sure
I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody hiding. Well, anyway, here's the key.
Thank you.
The bedrooms have blackout curtains. There's also hallway closets, and there's a spot up in the attic that's blacked out good. She gives you the rundown of all the like little hidey holes in the house you could use.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't just want to flop down in one of the beds in the bedroom.
In the middle of the floor, face down like a starfish.
And just return the key. Just give the key back whenever you're done with the place.
Yes.
And then,
thank you for this.
Well, we try to be helpful and useful. And her and her driver, and whoever else might be in the car, they wait till you get inside and lock the door, and then they drive off. But the rest of you all get safely back to your havens. And it's 9:30. We'll go ahead and wrap here. It's not the kind of cliffhanger endings that I like, but
And then the house catches on fire.
Ooh. Rappy, are you going to be with us next week? Or are you switching to the other shift?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I got 2 more weeks of being here. The 22nd, me and Duba will not be here. From the 22nd to the 29th. But September 5th, we will make it to session because we have off that week.
Okay. So y'all are going on the same shift now.
We are on the same shift now,
okay.
Yes.
So
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
So. Alrighty.
Yeah.
I was just thinking if you weren't gonna make it next time, they can get up to go find you in the house just empty.
Right.
You've been kidnapped for 4 weeks and then you're back.
Did she just hide herself in the fridge? No. How about the oven? No.
A freezer?
Oh, she fridged herself.
One way to go to
Nuke the fridge.
Anyway, I hope y'all had fun. I enjoyed it. Hope anybody that comes by and watches this after the fact enjoyed it. I'm not sure if anybody was watching this live since we started so late, but hopefully we'll get that sorted out for next time. If you're looking for more games on Diabear, though, check the schedule below. There are more games. And I guess until then, we will see y'all next time. I was again your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And everybody else was Eric playing Kyle, Sarah playing Emma, Jeremy playing Egidio, Rappy playing Iola, and Dua playing the now internet famous Walter. And we will see y'all next time.
You're gonna become a meme.